stop moving. Okay, comprende? Blood, just stop. All right. Oh, blood.
Let's call it quits.
There you go. Let's just not move. Let's just sit here for 2 hours. Welcome back to the sweet sound.
Ready?
Myself, Herbalist. Welcome back, everybody, to episode number 34. 34. I always do that. I always just repeat myself. I don't know why I do it, but it's because I'm just like, you get me? I'm shocked. Or the Sweet Science podcast with myself, Fat Mouse. Who else we got in the room?
I'm Cash, aka Cash, with a K and not a C. I almost forgot my own name.
You doing the AKA thing again? It's just come back. It's fine though, innit? It's AKA Jim. But yeah.
I'm just gonna start saying Cash from now. Just keep it nice
No,
and easy.
right. You've built that up in it, so it's calm.
I
It is
keep
what it is.
forgetting though, man.
What's going on, people? We are actually in Birmingham at the moment. So that's why we're not in the studio. You get me? Had to come up for work, so we're just here working and obviously producing the same sensational content that we produce every week. So obviously, before we go any further, kindly like, comment, subscribe. Just subscribe. That's the main thing. Subscribe. Okay?
No, and like.
And like it, yeah. Just like it while you're here. While you're here, just like it.
Looks good.
It does look good. And it helps
Aesthetically
us.
pleasing.
So you're helping us. Okay?
And share it.
But yeah.
Share it.
Yeah, do share as well.
Like it?
Share it.
Where everyone? And your dog?
I'm drinking chamomile tea, man. It tastes like it's just water and honey, do you understand? Like it's not sweetened, I never sweetened it. But chamomile teas, man, it's like, I guess, welcome to Fat Mouse's Herbalist Corner. I do like to mention, I just realised that every now and again I'm just trying a new herb or a new something. Or I mean, let's just talk about it. While we're here, I just thought, listen, we'll just be back in hot drinks. Tea, all right, dead. Coffee, yeah, that's a regular thing. But let's switch it up a little bit. So we bought ginger and lemon tea bags.
Mm-hmm.
They're all right. They just taste like ginger and lemon. I don't know if they do too much because it's just tea. As in, like, it's just like flavour, innit? But this is chamomile tea, genuine chamomile like flowers, innit? Which is just a nice little pretty flower. Have you seen what chamomile looks like?
Yeah.
My mum used to buy the actual flowers and just pour them in, like pour the water in it. So it's dank.
Yeah, I've seen people do that. They do that back home a lot, innit?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, loads of benefits, man. Apparently, it helps improve osteoporosis. So that's like when your bones become a little slightly less dense.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps them denser, keeps them stronger for longer as you progress in life. You feel me? Obviously, I'm getting there. So
anyone having babies out there? No
What?
milk? Chamomile tea.
what's that got to do with anything?
Now they say strong bones from milk.
Oh, I don't know if it must actually
Is that a
translate
myth?
to what?
You know, people used to... So, growing up, obviously, everyone says milk is good for your bones. I'm sure it is when you're a
Calcium,
kid.
innit? Of course.
But I'm saying once, like, you know, even when you get older, obviously, it doesn't really work
Your
the
body,
same.
I think it absorbs like 30% of the calcium that you get from milk, something like that. I can't remember. So it's a small amount.
Nothing, basically.
But obviously, it helps, innit?
Yeah.
I think the more calcium you intake from other sources, the better.
Every little helps.
Every little helps. But yeah, chamomile, man. It's good for that. It's good for your blood pressure if you're struggling with that. Blood sugar levels as well. I think it helps lower the blood sugar. So diabetic and that. And finally, what was it?
You said something about relaxing, like it keeps you.
That's not the
calm.
final thing, but I guess that's the most like prominent thing that it's known for is that it just calms you down. Like I like hot drinks throughout the day. For me, a coffee I can have it at night, but then I'll realize it doesn't keep me awake. It just keeps me a little bit more
Alert.
and I don't want to be alert before I sleep. Do you know what I mean? That might be part of what's keeping me awake and giving me dead.
Yeah, but you got a
dead
bad
night sleep.
habit of having coffee at night.
Yeah, I know.
Why?
I like
you
to drink a
addicted
coffee.
to
innit?
coffee? Yeah.
No, I'm not addicted. It's just something that I enjoy the flavour. I enjoy
Every
the taste.
meal you
Even
have
at
a
my
coffee.
Even at my yard, sorry, I've got decaf coffee as well. So I batter the caffeinated.
Okay, that's fine.
I like the flavour. It's just one of them ones, isn't it? But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to.
And it's
more
only
chamomile
Americano for
tea.
you.
Always.
None
Unless
of the
it's a
milk.
proper cheat day, just a bit of milk and some sweetener. But I do enjoy that stuff.
So,
But yeah, so this is gonna lower the sugar, my blood sugar. Obviously, I need to balance that out because thankfully I'm not diabetic. But if this is gonna lower my blood sugar, I need to raise that thing a little bit. Do you get me? So,
how are we going to do that?
I don't know. You tell me, bro. All right. So as we're in Birmingham, change it up a little bit. So we had to do a little bit of research. We got some recommendations as well. And one of our avid followers, I can't remember who, suggested we go and try out this gaff here called Chaiology.
Thank you, Z.
All right.
Special shout out. I was
Yeah.
going to say special recommendation, but
Nice.
I don't know what kind of Z that is. But
It's not a bit Z, but yeah. Shout out Z for this. Chaiology. We are going to Chaiology. Try their thing. So they do donuts, but they also do milk cake. Blood, this is a spectacle to be... blood. Okay, so the lid is kind of popped off. If you can take a pic... Sorry, brother. If you can take a picture of that, that would be tremendous. If there's any way you can do that. Here. Should I do that real quick?
So good, bro.
Here. You need to take a picture of that real quick.
Why did I say Z? We're not in America.
No, I always say Z though. Z is long, bruv.
Z.
Man said Z, bruv. Come on now.
Z.
All right, so I'm gonna try blur out the background somehow. You get me? Portrait. No. Blood, my toes are in the picture. There's a bottle of water in the picture. I don't really want. No. Oh, there you go. Let me just get some light up in this thing. Photo. Sorry, apologies. I know this is long in it, but I'm not on it.
Got to be done.
Bruv, what is wrong? No, not live. Bam. All right. There you go. That does look tremendous.
I think I was asleep when you went and got it.
You were, yeah, you're bookered, bro. You were tired, man. He's always asleep. They didn't do a chocolate one, so he's not getting no chocolate today. I've taken about 5 pictures. Might even put them all up. Now, I just put a couple of them up there.
So what is this? The Lotus Biscoff?
This is, sorry. We just talk about, that's the Lotus Biscoff milk cake. Lotus Biscoff milk cake. Now, I've had one of the milk cakes before from elsewhere. When we was in London, I remember like episode 2 or something like that. XOXO, their milk cake, and I had the pistachio one and it was phenomenal. That one I'm jealous about. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks mighty fine. The donuts are a bit of a mess, so I'm not even gonna take a picture of them. They're a bit of a mess. I'll maybe try one in my hand, but they're smart. Let me try. No. It's just not worth taking a picture now. Sorry, guys. I am not going to take a picture of it. But you can check out their Insta. If I can grab one off their page,
yeah, we'll do that.
Boom. But we'll check it out. Do check out their Insta. We'll put it up here somewhere now. This is in Birmingham, somewhere or the other. But just type in Chaiology, and you'll see it.
I'm gonna dig in.
Last bit of that. I'm gonna keep that for the water. You digging in, yeah? One time. What's it saying? Is it cold?
Mm-hmm.
You don't like it. Your reaction when you don't like something is just silence.
No, wait.
Okay.
I'm letting it.
You're not though.
I am.
All right, cool.
Because I'm not. I went for the corner first, which is.
So
basically...
I know that you are just a chocolate-oriented person. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not chocolate, it's not a dessert for you.
Do you know why? I didn't react straight away.
Yeah.
I went for the corner,
Mm-hmm.
and the corners are really just cream. There's no actual Biscoff. So wait till I get into the Biscoff, which is now.
But let's talk about the consistency of the cake. I love milk cake, bruv. And you're eating with your teeth, bruv. Eat with your lips so you can enjoy it, man.
Oh my gosh. So dank.
Swear down.
I would love to give you some, but
I'm not touching it.
It's so dank. It's so dank.
Keep going.
I haven't had a milk cake in ages. I don't think I've even...
You've never had one, bruv.
I think I have.
You will not get it unless it's, like I said, chocolate. Do you get me? So, man, hurry up so I can...
Soggy.
Nonsense. So, yeah, but that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Creamy.
You get me?
Scrummy.
It's scrummy. Scrummy. It's brummy.
I can't lie to you.
Man.
This bangs. Let me see if the biscuit's wet and so... Oh!
Is it wet? Oh, it made no sound. It made no sound. That just means it's purely soggy, milk-drenched biscuit.
So you know when you get an Oreo cheesecake?
Yeah. Yeah, the Oreo does
The
that thing where
Oreo
it just
is
sits
soft
there
and it
soft.
sits and it's soggy and just nice. Same thing with this, because you get cheesecakes where they just put the biscuit on
Yeah, I
top.
like.
And it's not nice.
Crunchy and that, yeah.
The whole point of a cheesecake is it's got to have that creamy, milky,
smooth texture.
and this is just literally, it's like a cloud.
Wow.
I'm eating clouds.
Man's eating cloud. He's on cloud 9. All right, so I got the Terry's chocolate orange. Although I'm not a big fan of chocolate orange,
Oh,
let's give that a go. And I also got the Aero mint. Although I'm not a big mint fan, chocolate mint fan, I just thought let's give these things a go. I am willing to broaden my horizons.
same.
Okay, so let's go with some now. Yeah, it's a bit thick, yeah. This is not one of them gourmet donuts. This is one of them fairground donuts. Does that make sense? You understand what I'm saying? They're very like fluffy.
Oh,
Yeah? It's a fluffy donut. Which is banging. That's good. Terry's chocolate orange is there. Not really my cup of tea, but it doesn't let it off. Do you get me?
I mean, how you don't like Terry chocolate orange?
I'm not a big fan, man.
It's so banging. Even Oreo, Aero mint, so good, so dang. Water in the mug because I'm a
I
mug.
think this needs a coffee, but
Coffee.
it's dang still.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
Do you know what I think it is though?
Can't go wrong.
I think because look at that.
Oh,
Melted chocolate joint. There's another one.
yeah, go on.
God, my hands are clean. Don't watch that. I just picked my toes earlier.
You picked his nose?
My toes. Oh,
Clipped his nose and picked
I'm
his
in
toes.
slides. And I'm not even wearing socks. That's how prepared I am for this thing.
One of his toes is about 4 foot.
I've got a big toe still. Not huge. Just, like now I want to just put a picture of my toe on
Don't do
screen,
that.
blood. Might do that still. No, I got slender feet still. Size 11,
Slender man.
but man look like a piano player's toes. Pianist. Okay, that's dank. Let's try Aero now, yeah? Aero mint. You know what?
Banging.
That's alright, blood. The donut's a little bit salty, which I like because you get that balance in it. I know when you make a dessert, you might have put a bit of salt in there. This is like it's almost got a touch too much, yeah? But I like it.
What are you thinking?
These things make me smile, man.
Is it dank?
Like, yeah, of course it is. That's good. And I think I'm quite generous, generally speaking, with my ratings because I'm simple, man. If it's sweet and tastes good, like I'm not a big mint fan, but it's not making me dislike this one bit. You get me? I feel like
Which one is better? Actually, we'll get the reviews.
the Aero.
Aero Hawani?
I'm gonna rate the whole thing overall because the topping is not what defines it. Do you get me? I'm still going. By the way, I'm just scraping the barrel. Yeah.
Little crumbs of chocolate. Anything you can get.
100%. All right, boom. That's good, man.
Yeah. I'm glad.
Can we go get some more after this, blood? If they're open, I think they close at 11. Peak. All right, I'm getting it tomorrow. These are good. That was very good. Well done.
Put that to the side.
Let me give. I'm serious.
Yeah.
You're not serious, bro. He never finishes his food, but it's just not in his nature to do so.
I do
Obviously
finish my food,
crucial.
always.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, so let's get down to business. Appearance. It was difficult to take a picture of and to show you, but when I picked it up, it did look good. They did a madness though, where they put the donuts like that on top of each other. There,
So they're
yeah.
sitting on each other, yeah.
So there's a portion of the back one that ain't got no sauce on it, but that's not a problem because we're talking about appearance at this point. And they do make it very clear what you're having, what the donut is, because it's pieces, and they're separate. Like it's just pieces of Aero mint, pieces of Terry chocolate orange. I chose them because I wanted to see if it could change my mind on these kind of things. I'm not a big fan. Orange mint or what? Orange mint. Orange chocolate, mint chocolate.
Crepe and mint.
Not really my thing, but I did enjoy it. Appearance was good.
Yeah.
I would say, I'll tell you what I didn't rate. Yes, it's a black one instead of like a yellow chip box, but it's just a chip box. Small little touch, like a little cardboard.
Yeah,
you know, the little
100%,
card ones would have been better. Yeah. But
still don't.
They said, okay, let's get black instead of thing. They do have their own little triology paper, but I just think there can be a little bit more effort put into your packaging. But people aren't there for the packaging. It's a nice place and it's aesthetically pleasing and all of them things there, but this is not. Do you get me? So based on that, what was inside was good, and that's what counts. But little things like that, I'm going to say 7 out of 10 for appearance.
Okay.
As for the taste and the flavor of everything, I enjoyed the donut. Like I said, it's more of a fairground donut than a like a gourmet kind of donut, innit? It's a very big difference. I prefer the gourmet ones that you could just rip them apart and Instagramalize them when you do that, and then the stuff comes out. I just drop my tissue still. Yeah, but I did like it. I'm gonna have to say for both ratings, I'm also gonna say 7. Sorry, for appearance. Sorry, for taste. Taste and appearance, both 7 out of 10. But I did enjoy it. It's just not like, yo, that's amazing. What I prefer in a donut is a more rip kind of, do you understand? So, you know.
Tear and share.
Tear and share. This one was like, if I tried to rip it, it would just break or it would crumble.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, I know what you're talking about.
But it's a very different, it's like one of them, what's that thing called in Hyde Park on Alice in Wonderland? Winter Wonderland. Winter Wonderland, thank you. I said thank you to myself. Is that brother that sneezes? Bless you, thank you. Oh my God.
Character things. Bless you. Thank you that I got here.
Yeah, so I just corrected myself. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I was just thinking about what just happened.
so yeah, it's like Winter Wonderland. Them kind of donuts there, fairground things that come out of the machine, bam. But again, I liked it. 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Well done, Triology. I have to say, I did enjoy them still.
For the milk cake, for the Biscoff milk cake, appearance was fantastic. It looks so
It does
good.
look phenomenal.
It's a solid, easy 9.5 out of 10.
Serious?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Why not? What's the other half then? What would you point it down?
I'm nitpicking now, innit?
But say it.
Just the box.
Oh, really?
It's like,
okay.
Can I
Fair
explain
enough.
it?
It's like, yeah, go on then. I want to say what it looks like, but you go first.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like a wasabi.
Yes, exactly.
What's the other one? Osio?
What's that, bruv?
It's another place. It's
oh, okay, yeah.
Japanese. Similar to wasabi.
It just looks like a little soup box, innit? Or
yeah, soup box or
little rice bowl.
box.
Yeah.
Sushi box, noodle box, wok box.
All right, brother.
So obviously it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to eat the box, but
what?
I said I'm not going to eat the box.
Why not?
Oh, should I do it?
That dang.
Chocolate. But the actual appearance of the cake itself, amazing. The way it's drizzled on top with the Biscoff sauce, the cream, and it sits there. It's not like it's falling off. Sits around the edges perfectly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We took a picture. Yeah, we did. Still.
You took 5? So couldn't get 1? Yeah, fantastic on the appearance.
It's not straight, man. I've been struggling with this to just keep it straight, and it's not having it.
Straight.
Yeah, even after he's eaten half of it, it still looks quite dank.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna keep slipping, bruv. Just leave it. Just hold it there. Yeah, pump the brakes. Sliding. Okay. All right. Cool.
And in terms of taste,
yes.
9.
Yeah.
9. Very, very nice.
Even though it's not chocolate.
100%.
It's impressive.
I love chocolate.
But that's all you like in a dessert. Like if it don't have chocolate, you don't rate it.
I do rate desserts.
Other than chocolate, what's the next best like flavour? Is it Lotus?
No.
White chocolate. I mean, he's right. Realistically, it's not actually chocolate still. You know that technically.
It depends what though. What kind of dessert? We talking like
it doesn't matter. Any dessert. If you can say you had no choice, like you're not having chocolate, what can you have in there? Strawberry.
Lotus is nice,
yeah.
banging. Red velvet's
so basic,
nice.
Man. You're so basic.
I like pistachio.
Yes.
Pistachio bangs, depends.
Mm-hmm.
Mango is nice.
Yeah.
It depends what it is.
Blood, saffron, milk cake. Saffron is an acquired taste though.
Yeah.
Saffron's an acquired taste, but it's nice, man. It's dying still.
I don't know what else, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't even mind like coffee tasted.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
Like, so most tiramisus come coffee based, now.
It is. That's what. Yeah,
so
that's its thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take off these.
They taste amazing, and they come similar to like a milk cake.
Yeah.
Nice and creamy and juicy at the bottom and stuff. So yeah.
Thank. All right then. So 9
We're
and a
changing.
half and
We're
9.
changing. 2021.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about
broadening,
exploring things, innit? Yeah. I'm gonna ignore you, bro. I'm gonna ignore you. Last week, I don't think he did it once. He's done it once now, innit? He's done it once just now, innit? That's the first and last.
I can't help it.
Because I'm gonna just throw a mad fit of rage.
Floor me.
Yeah.
And then floor me.
All right then. So that's done. Well done, Chaiology, Birmingham. I like that. I'm feeling to go get some more, but maybe choose flavors that I would like, what I would normally choose anyway, just to see what they're like. I think yes. So it's quite late tonight. I might just go tomorrow morning and have some donuts for breakfast. I will do that, in fact. Yeah. That's just water now, so no chamomile in there. Boy, UFC, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's firstly, what was it 259?
What?
No, that's
in a couple of weeks.
Oh, no.
It was UFC Vegas 18.
Yeah, thank you.
Back at the Apex.
I said 259. That's in the future.
He's thinking about the future. He's thinking about tomorrow when he's getting his donuts. Vegas 18. We had the return of the Reem. Alistair Overeem took on Alexander Volkov in the main event in the heavyweight division, and then also on the co-main event, a big fight in the bantamweight division was Frankie Edgar taking on Cory Sandhagen. Both fights, would you say they were? I think they kind of were like what's the word? You know when it's like not do or die, bruv. What's the
Crossroads?
Crossroads, exactly.
Yes.
Because if Volkov lost to Reem, sets him back huge.
He was the favourite. I guess I see why.
Kind of done. Same with Edgar and Sandhagen. Sandhagen loses.
Nah, Sandhagen's not done, man. It's too early for him to be done.
No, I'm not saying he's done, but it's a big step back.
Okay, yes.
Because he should go in there and do what he did. But
yes, well done. Yeah.
We'll get to the results. We'll start with the co-main event.
Co-main event, Sandhagen, Edgar. Edgar was going in. He was going in as the favourite, innit? I think he must have been.
I don't know.
Must have been.
Might have. Anyway. I can't remember. I'll double check.
Yeah. The fight didn't last very long. It didn't last very long. It was
28 seconds, brother.
Yeah.
20
seconds. I'm trying to build it up, but like I think it looks like I'm thinking about what to say, so it's not that.
You can't even build it up.
Yeah, exactly.
The build-up would be longer than the fight.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But I'm trying to just give a little bit of background. But yeah, okay, cool. Sandhagen, far less experienced fighter. Frankie Edgar, as we know, he spent the longest time in the octagon, isn't it? He spent the most time in the UFC cage ever, which is mad.
Shows you got a chin of iron.
Lasted 28 seconds. And the KO came. It was a KO, but we're not going to say who yet. But it came by way of knee. Obviously, we know how it ended because everybody watched it. You're only watching this because you're into it. But Cory Sandhagen, after just a very quiet start, it's only 30 seconds, like he said, 28 seconds, just circling the outside of the ring, of the cage, while Edgar's kind of advancing, but also
pushing the pace.
Pushing the pace. Pretty much one of the first strikes, really. Like there wasn't the first significant strike, like actually significant, not what they count, but what is actually significant. Sandhagen just flying kneed Frankie Edgar and immediately switched him off. 28 seconds into the fight.
Even the way he fell, the way he dropped, it was absolutely, it was scary for one. It was, because Edgar's not a guy to go down easy. You need to hit him with a baseball bat to get him out like that, and he switched him off completely. Yeah. It was mad. It was mad because Daniel Cormier was talking about his movement.
Oh,
Kept mentioning the movement.
Yeah.
Frankie moves so well. His feet work. His head
yeah,
work.
Yeah. Man said his feet work. But no, he was saying his feet move with his head. So saying that both are in tune, everything's in sync. It's like
footwork.
Yeah,
I actually thought it was feet work.
Pleasure. It was like it's nice to watch. It looks good. You can see that it's more. There's more dimension to his game. Do you understand? Good footwork is it's a principle anyway. It's a foundation to this. But some people lack it. So he's got very good footwork, good head work, good head movement,
feet work and head work.
Just as DC was saying this,
boom,
knee work to the chin.
It was
Muay Thai kick to the face. Yeah, that was a flying knee.
Fat knee.
Yeah.
And it's sad, man. It's sad because I really wanted a lot of people. Everyone likes Frankie Edgar. If you're an MMA fan, a UFC fan,
you
love Edgar. Doesn't pull out fights. He goes in, regardless if he's feeling 100%. He goes in and does his work.
Yeah.
One of the hardest workers in the business. But Father Time catches up to everybody. And when you've got young, hungry killers in the division, sometimes it's just better off to sail off in the sunset and sort of call it a day, without taking serious damage.
But it's like, when they say this, and it hits me more and more. So what I want to say is, the usual response to that is, but this is all I know.
100%,
understand?
I get it.
I'm too young to retire, but I'm too old to carry on fighting. Do you get me? Look at Hangman. Look at Dan Hooker. After he lost to what's his name, man?
Chandler.
Thank you, Michael Chandler. Yeah, he put his gloves down. Obviously, alluding to the fact that he retired, and he commented afterwards. He did say, at that point there, I was done. I just told myself that heat of the moment reaction, or spur of the moment reaction. But then he said, I realized I've got nothing. I can do nothing else but this. I can't do anything. So he's trapped, essentially. Do you get me?
I get it, but it's a completely different scenario, though.
No, I know it's a different scenario, but what I'm saying is,
Frankie's almost 40.
Yeah.
He's been a world champion. He's been in there with the best of the best.
But what will make him stop? Like, let's be serious. These guys are prize fighters. Yeah. So what will make them stop? Like my man said it. Bisping said it. What does he miss most about
the money?
Fighting. He misses the money. So if he's got a way of, like, this is why it's so important to have something else there. You can't be a fighter for the rest of your life. You don't make that much in the UFC for you to sit down and be like, yo, you know what? I can stop now. You have to have something else there to keep you and your family going, innit? And if you don't, then that's where you're trapped. So it is your fault if you feel like
it's mad because a lot of these fighters coming up. Only nowadays I think you get quite a few fighters who now transition from education or have it, but back in the day, especially especially in boxing anyway, I know for a fact, a lot of these guys who are fighters come from backgrounds where they do not have anything else. But
it's do or die. It's fight or flight, innit?
So that's why Mayweather set the tone, and a lot of people always say like it's vital to keep your body and your mental frame in shape.
Some more.
Yes, please. Yeah. Before something goes wrong.
Yeah.
And keep yourself active outside in terms of businesses.
You have to have it doesn't even need to be no flipping mad Warren Buffett thing or Steve Jobs or Jeff Bezos. Just have something there. Have something that you can at least live off monthly on a basic thing, because once it's gone, it's gone. Once you stop fighting, if you've got nothing else, you have no income.
Yeah.
Do you get me? And all you're going to
I don't think he will retire. I don't think he'll go now. But realistically, who do I see him beat? So Frankie's now 5-2. No.
Yeah.
So 4-1 in his last 5 fights. 4-1, in his last 5 fights, yeah. He moved down from featherweight to bantamweight.
Yeah.
Obviously, three of those 4 losses were at featherweight. But do I see him beating anyone in the featherweight division at the moment? Of significance, of the top guys? Do I see him beating Max Holloway, Alexander Volkanovski, Brian Ortega, even Calvin Kattar? I know Calvin had a bad performance.
He can't.
But
it's true.
It will be tough for him. He's turning 40 this year. He's 39 years of age. He's done it. He's been a champion in the UFC. Yeah. He's held the belt. So it's like, and then at bantamweight, sorry, this really probably would have been his last run if he beat Sandhagen.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that he's going to be number one contender.
Yeah.
But do I see him beating Peter Yan or Petr Yan? No. Do I see him beating Aljamain Sterling? No. So, and by the time those fights happen, if you look at it realistically, next we've got Yan and Sterling in March.
Yeah, that's around the corner.
Then we're going to probably have the winner of that versus Sandhagen, which will be end of this year. That's 2021 now. End of 2021.
Yeah.
Then we're going into 2022. By the time Frankie builds up some more wins and gets wins and he gets back into number one,
there's no
we're
more
looking at another
time
year or
yeah,
two.
there's no more time.
He'll be about 42 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
And MMA is the one sport where the age you can't really. I think age plays more of a factor in boxing than it does in MMA because of there's so many different ways to win a fight.
I was gonna say no. I don't think so, man.
Look at Werdum. Fabrizio's about 1 million years old.
But that's the person. I think it's not so much age. It's not as much age as it is how you make your adjustments as you get older. Do you get me?
Yeah, but like in boxing, it's difficult because once you lose your speed and power, you're sitting duck for most of these guys.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Unless
maybe
you
you're right.
cherry pick certain fights. Like I'm going to give an example of Hopkins.
That's exactly who I was going to bring an example of. Yeah.
Hopkins, for so long, up until 50 when he retired at 49.
Yeah.
Beat a lot of these guys, and a lot of the guys he beat were very good fighters.
Yeah.
They were top of the division, but they were stylistically very good for him as well.
Yes.
He fought Kovalev when Kovalev was in his prime.
Genius, bro.
Animal, knockout artist, and a sensational boxer. No one really gives Kovalev the credit for his skills when it comes to actual. Look at the Ward fight, first Ward fight. First eight rounds, really, he dominated the whole fight.
That was a scary fight. I'm not gonna lie.
When he got knocked down in round one.
I was
like, nah, this is my guy. He's losing. I can't believe it. But he aged. Like, you saw the age when someone young, hungry, strong, powerful comes to you with a very good pedigree and that actual IQ. It gets tough. Like,
That's true. That's true because what you have what you have as an older fighter, an experience they don't have. But then again, if you've got the IQ, you've got a good coach, you've got a good team, you can be like, this is what he has over you, but this is what you have over him.
Correct.
X, Y, Z. Use that. Do you get me?
It's all about game planning. Like, I reckon if Edgar fought Sandhagen again, he might be able to win. If they fought 10 times, probably get 1 or 2. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's weird in MMA because it's like, you see a lot of guys still carry on at their age. Like everyone in Bellator basically.
But that's because, that's what I'm saying. They don't know anything else. This is what they do. And it's a job that they enjoy doing.
I get it.
Because they got themselves into it mostly.
I would do the same.
Enjoyment.
I would
to some extent.
I would do the same though. If I didn't have any businesses or I didn't have a contingency plan for myself, I'd probably carry on fighting.
Yeah, but I would say, with the greatest respect to you, that's why you need to have a contingency plan. Do you get me?
Saying, of course.
You need to have something there.
But that's the talk that let's think about. On ages. It's just, when does a fighter know? And they all say it's just when I know myself.
What is it? Is it poor management? Or what's stopping them from doing this? Like this, I'm quite a business-minded person. This is why I'm thinking, blood, you should have done something with what you were getting. I know you're not getting mad amounts of money. And actually, in the bigger scheme, like in the grander scheme of things, they probably don't even get enough to live
for a long time
comfortably enough to say, okay, let me put this aside.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because look at, we're going to get to her anyway, but Paige, she was saying she was making 40 and 40 a year. Coach, playing your team, travel, all of that is gone. Yeah. It's gone. And do you know what I mean? If you're a family man, if you're a married man, you got or you got a family, you got dependents, that's gone. That's gone. So
it's crazy.
It's difficult, man.
Like when I see the top guys in UFC, it's like
obviously not everyone gets 40 and 40. Sorry,
no, but like even the top guys like Khabib and Conor and stuff. How much did Conor and Dustin make for their fight? Conor made like
$5 million. No, but that's just basic money though.
I know, but like I'm just saying that basic in boxing, for example, for a top name, let's compare Canelo with Joshua.
Yeah.
Joshua's easily cleared. From my scene
50
like, easily.
That's what I'm saying.
Easily. Canelo,
it's crazy, blood.
Canelo gets.
Yeah, but that's because that is star power. McGregor, okay, yes, he should have got it. But then again, let's just say AJ fights. Oh, I don't want to say that. You're right. There's no comparison. There's no comparison.
I don't get it.
It's very few. There are very few fighters that get to them kind of pay packets.
But you even get like guys like, I'm not saying.
Bro, do you need Vaseline?
No.
Sure.
I can just taste Biscoff in my lip. And I keep pulling off extra lip skin.
Just leave it, man.
It's calm.
Stop bleeding.
Even guys like they're not the top, but they're big names in the sport, like Daniel Jacobs.
Yeah.
Miracle Man.
But what's he getting? He's probably getting 2-3, not big numbers.
He gets over $1 million though.
Yeah.
But that's a lot.
Yeah, man, just for real.
It's a lot of money. You know, these guys, I see, like, I think, I can't remember what fight it was, but it was a recent fight, and Adesanya is a big name in the sport. He wasn't touching $1 million. He was like
Adesanya wasn't getting $1 million.
Maybe 2-3 fights ago. But like, I'm saying, like,
that's crazy though.
The guys at the top of the sport, of the top of the company, in boxing, easily clear millions. Yeah. Millions. Yeah. Shadow of a doubt.
Fighters, you mean? Yeah. Sorry, I see what you're saying.
And in MMA, it's different. So I guess the money is obviously it's a huge factor.
Yeah.
And someone comes to your doorstep and says, "Here you go. I'm giving you $1 million. Jump in the cage. 43 years old."
Yeah. Taking it.
Someone jumping out of retirement easily and taking it.
Yeah.
Get camp done. So, but again, it's about being realistic with yourself and looking at the division itself. I'm saying it from a sporting perspective. I'm not saying it from a personal perspective. In terms of rankings, in terms of what I want to see as a fan.
Yeah.
For the betterment of the division. If Frankie carries on, I don't see him beating the other guys in the division. In bantamweight or featherweight. That's just my personal opinion at the moment. But again, fighters do it all the time and they prove people wrong.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't see where he can go, to be honest. And if he's not done, then what is he thinking? Like, what's he gonna do? Do you understand? What is next for him in terms of fighting?
Fight Conor. Why not?
Go for it.
They were meant to fight before.
Yeah.
Why not? Conor's coming off of 2 losses. No, a loss.
Oh, you ever seen what happened to him in the UFC?
2-1 in his last 3.
He's no longer like, I don't know what you call it, right? The UFC. In the UFC game, sorry. UFC 4.
Ranking, EA Sports.
The EA Sports game, the actual PS, like the console game. He's lost that star power kind of thing. Do you understand? Like, I don't know what you call it. But
he's got a low rating now.
Yeah, he's just got some dead rating on the game. So that must hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you. That will hurt me.
I think DC's in charge of the ratings.
Yeah, is he not rating?
No,
I don't think he's in charge of it, but I know he carries a bit of weight with that one. So. Yeah.
Sandhagen now 14-2.
Yes. And
the Sandman, good fighter.
Yeah.
Very good fighter.
Yeah.
Last loss coming against Aljamain Sterling. Again, we said fights Peter Yan March 6, UFC 259.
We might get a rematch, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It could lead to a rematch. So Yan and Sterling will meet for the featherweight title at UFC 259 on the undercard of Adesanya and Blachowicz.
I'm looking forward to that.
The light heavyweight title.
For that legendary Polish power, man.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So
that's a mad fight, though.
It's a good fight. Sterling and Yan. Yan's an animal.
Yeah.
Yan is a tank.
He is, man.
But Sterling is stylistically is a problem for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, the last time Sandhagen and Sterling met, it was I think it was the first round submission, quick one, and Sandhagen was obviously disappointed. A lot of people thought Sandhagen probably would have beat Sterling. So I think if they meet down the line, Sterling beats Yan, Sandhagen, Sterling, they've got a rivalry. They don't like each other.
Yeah.
It's a good fight for the title.
100%. 100%.
You know, I think a rematch would be ideal for him instead of the Yan fight.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
every fight.
You want to get that win back, innit?
Unless, like, this is the thing with what's his name? Why am I so crap with names? Whitaker, Robert Whitaker. When he was asked if he wanted to rematch Adesanya, he's like, "No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready." And I rate that because you do want to reach the top. You just take the path of least resistance if you can, innit? If you know you can't take him out, just get yourself ready. But he's not ready because of
he's a mad guy though, bro. He doesn't want to take that, but then he takes Till.
Yeah.
Then he wants to take Paolo, which is probably gonna happen.
Yes. That's gonna be crazy though.
Bruv, look at Whitaker's fights. Romero twice. Adesanya.
He is an animal, man.
Who have I missed out? Till. Possibly Paolo. Who else have I missed out? Cannonier.
Yeah.
Bullied Cannonier. Battered Cannonier. Like, Whitaker is not joke, and the fact that
Mad.
he came out and said
It's
publicly,
weird that you don't feel that you don't believe in your own source to that extent where you can't
but
even.
again, there's only so much you can sell and talk smack and try to get people to buy in.
Yes.
You're gonna dig yourself a big grave. And why? Why would I try and? This is the way I see it: is sell a fight that I know people want to see, but I know I can't handle at the time. Go in and
get
lose
yourself
it.
ready for it, though, innit? Even if you're likely to lose it, don't go in there on that negative
I think
thing,
just
man.
straight away though, the rematch was a bit of a problem for him. You know, a couple fights down the line.
No, but they were talking about it now. It wasn't straight away. It was after the Till fight.
It was after the Till fight.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
That's one fight, and he'd been up for so long as well. So
he's not ready. You know what? Fair play. And the fact that you can actually admit it, it's
even Dana was shocked. Remember, Dana was like, "What is he talking about? It's a big fight."
Yeah, exactly.
It's a super fight.
Yeah, it would be, man.
It's crazy that he doesn't want to take it, but again, being realistic with yourself.
Yes.
And then when you are realistic, if you take time out and you actually work on what you need to do and game plan properly, you can come back and then do what you didn't think you could have done before.
Yes.
Instead of going in there getting pammed again.
Yeah, that would hurt so much more, obviously. But that would hurt so much more.
I did it for the fans. I did it for you guys. I lost again. Now you're not going to watch me in my next fight.
Exactly. Now I won't even make as much pee because you don't want to see it. No. For real, that's a good point. But yeah, what's next? The main event. The main event.
Similar story, bro.
Man, yeah, crossroads fight again. Definitely for Alistair Overeem. Heavyweight fight between Alistair Overeem and Alexander Volkov. Alistair Overeem, 42 years old. How old is he? No, I
think he's turning 41 this
Yeah,
year.
he's quite an old guy. He's been in the game for decades, literally 30 years.
Yeah, he's turning 41 in May.
Decades of. He's turning 41
in May. Yeah.
I mean, I think we need to. I guess I'll mention that in a second. Alistair Overeem versus Alexander Volkov. Heavyweight fight.
Really to try and cement themselves in the title picture.
Yes.
Yeah.
For Overeem, he's admitted, or he's named it, he's labelled it his final title run in the UFC, and you know he wants it. You know he wants it in terms of through what he says. Yeah, by what he says, you know he actually wants it, but he knows also Father Time is catching up, as Cash put it before, and there's only so much you can do. Your body will only allow you to do so much. So he lost. He lost second round, about halfway through. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, about halfway through. TKO. Yeah. He got from the get go. Volkov would apply a bit of pressure, and the new Overeem, which is the old Overeem, yeah, as in like older aged Overeem, it's just to shell up and look vulnerable. Do you get me? He appears vulnerable, and I think it's a big mental thing to your opponent. If it's not to you, if you don't realize you look that way, know that you do look that way to your opponent. He looks very vulnerable. He's not just covering up, the shoulders are coming up high. He's really looking like, you know, when you got a you that you've just, this is gonna sound like I'm an evil parent, but like if you've got a child in it and he's used to getting licked, you just do that to him and he'll go, sorry dad. Yeah, it's like that. And that's how he looked. Yeah, and it's just not like it was uncomfortable for me to see. Do you get me?
He's been
the Demolition Man. The Demolition Man. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Listen to that name. He's doing that. He's flinching. He's flinching, and he's turning his back, and
it's mad because he's arguably the most decorated heavyweight mixed martial artist ever.
Yes.
There's a case for him. Wadoom. Stipe could go up there. Daniel Cormier could probably go up there. How can I forget a Russian brother?
Fedor, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he's up there.
Yeah.
Former K1 champ.
Yeah.
Former Strikeforce champion. Former Dream Heavyweight champion. He's done it all except that one UFC title.
And to be honest, if it's not UFC, it doesn't count, man. I know that. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is the gold standard. So if it's not UFC gold, you ain't got gold, Rubai. You got flipping gold plated. And that's a shame because some of these K1 circuits or some of these other circuits are brutal. They are brutal. You understand? But
in his time, they were a lot better.
They when he was on it. But that was a completely different fighter at the time, very different. Overeem, again, he's Ubereem, and then times that he was Ubereem.
I was going to say...
Powered by something else, but do you get me?
I was sorry to interject. I was just going to say, like, you know, you touched on the vulnerability. He looks vulnerable. He looks like he's scared to get hit and stuff. He's been knocked out so many times now that it's apparent that he
can't take it.
He doesn't want it in that sense.
I don't even think this was a knockout. I know it was a TKO, but I think he just got licked and he just kind of gave up a little bit. Do you understand? You know, he just hit the canvas. I think he was on all fours.
Yeah.
And he kind of just looked like
he's employed this high guard now to protect his chin, to try and he's more of a counter puncher now than ever before. He sits on the cage a bit more and looks for openings to try and shoot or to try and hit you with a shot to put you to sleep. But again, we talked about it, and the age, the speed, the reflexes, and depending on who you're going up against, it can work.
Yeah.
You know, he's beaten in his last couple of fights decent fighters, but we're not talking about world beaters here.
Yeah.
And Volkov is a former Bellator heavyweight champion, very good pedigree, younger, bigger, stronger, and again, Father Time caught up. And we sort of saw, could it be the end of the Reem?
No, I think it undoubtedly is. Do you get me?
He said, he came out in a statement afterwards. I think he came out a couple of days after the fight. And he said, thank you for your support. He said to Volkov, congratulations, you're a great fighter. Right now, I just focus on recovering, healing up and chilling with my family. Yeah. And then I'll be back in the gym as soon as possible.
Why?
Sounds like he's going to be back in the cage.
But why though?
The cage.
Like I love the guy. I'm a genuine fan. He's put in his heart and soul into this thing. But why? You have to just stop. Like watch the fight. Watch his performance. His kicks. He looked
off. I can't lie to you.
He looked sloppy in terms of. He looked like I was in the ring.
Uncomfortable.
He
looked very uncomfortable.
Does that make sense? Like I don't throw kicks. But I feel like if I were to throw a kick, it would look like that. He did land, he did wait and pick his actual punches, and find some decent openings and capitalize on them. But the power's not there, man. The power's just not there anymore. You get me? Like, and to be honest, I have to say props to we had him on the phone. Like I messaged him. Remco Perdue is obviously a UFC veteran, and I asked him what the keys to success were for Overeem. And let me just pull it up very quickly. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, Remco touched on him.
No, because he's the fellow Dutchman, innit? Let Volkov walk in, take him down, beat him up in the first round. Second round, the same stuff. Back take and choke him out. Out of his last 8, he couldn't submit and or move comfortable standing. He doesn't move comfortably standing. Overeem can be vulnerable. Like Struve in this period of his career, Overeem doesn't have the punching power anymore when he was, he doesn't have the punching power that he had when he was Ubereem. Yeah, a different person, and he's just lost. He's lost his power. He's lost that threat of knocking somebody out. It's just not likely to happen. Add to that, he's so old that it was so old. He's older, so he's going to be slower. The volume is not going to be there. The movement's not going to be there. The reactions aren't going to be there. Seeing the openings and reacting, they're not going to be there. So there's a lot that's diminished. Why are you going back to the gym, man? If you're not just staying healthy, just go there to stay healthy, man. Just join a health club. No, because it's sad, bruv. Like, I mean, I'm not even trying to mock it. Just don't do it to yourself, because you let me down. Like now. There's a bitter taste, if you like, or there's a sad memory of you fighting where you looked, and I don't want to say it in a negative way, but it made you look pathetic. Do you get me? And I really don't mean that in a negative way. But imagine you were younger and you had that reaction there where you're doing this and you're giving him your back and you're running away. Do you know how many fighters get mocked for this? I think the only reason you won't get mocked for that is because we know who you are and what you're capable of. Do you understand? Everybody knows the Reem and what he's capable of and what he's achieved. But right now, that's it. Those days are the past, innit? I think you have to stop, man. I think you have to stop.
I would love to see him get a title fight. I'd love to see him win the title. But again, in an ideal world, in a realistic world, I don't see it happening anytime soon. If Ngannou wins that title belt, boy.
Oh my gosh! Imagine that. Imagine trying to take the belt off Ngannou.
What did he do to him first time?
Forget, yeah. Oh, but forget
the scariest uppercut I've ever seen.
Unbelievable.
I don't know. Let's see what happens. Obviously, he's gonna take his time, think about it, come back.
Yeah.
We can't forget what he's done. Numerous titles.
Yes.
Beating the likes of Fabricio Werdum, Brock Lesnar, Vitor Belfort, Mark Hunt.
Crazy.
The
list goes on, man.
There's so many fighters that he's beat. Roy Nelson, etc.
Yeah.
So he's beat some of the best, Junior Dos Santos. So it's sad to see, but again, it's what happens in the fight game.
Yeah.
And big shout out and big congratulations have to go to Alexander Volkov.
Yeah, it sounds like well done. It sounds like I actually was. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I was a little bit disappointed that he won. Like I don't want to be.
No, you were just upset that Reem lost.
Yeah, I was. That's
not
exactly
that
it.
Volkov. Yeah,
I'm fuming that Overeem lost because I was genuinely rooting for the guy.
We've been fans of the guy for
him
years.
Take UFC gold or at least get somewhere. It's like he got knocked out in the qualifiers. Do you get me? Just now.
No, for me,
what I'm trying to say?
Regardless of that, I wanted to see him ride off into the sunset.
Yeah.
So you get me? Have that.
If he does one more fight, I'm still behind him. If he shows us a different Overeem, okay, maybe. But you would have to be a very different Overeem to who you were when you fought this weekend. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to get that, I don't know how you're going to do it because it's a mental thing. It's a mentality thing. And it seems like you've been broken. Mentally broken. You don't like getting hit anymore. You can't take these hits.
Yeah.
These guys are young and they hurt. Anyway, for real, let's move on. But yeah,
Volkov he's obviously put himself in the title contention now.
Yeah.
In the title picture. Curtis Blades and Derek Lewis meet in a couple of weeks, 21st of February. Probably another number one contenders. Curtis Blades has been in and around the title shot for a long time now.
Yes.
It's just his style and his personality, which a lot of people don't find entertaining.
Yeah.
But he's very effective and he's very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Curtis obviously beat Volkov.
Yeah.
So Curtis wins his fight against Derek. Volkov just come off a big win over Overeem. We could have that rematch. Very soon.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes. I wouldn't be surprised if that does happen. Obviously, we've got Stipe and Ngannou coming up for the title. John Jones is bulking up. The heavyweight division is really
it's looking mad. Yeah. It's warming up. That's exactly it. That's it. It's getting prime. I don't know if John Jones belongs there. I know he walks around quite heavy anyway, and he's tall, and he's gonna have a lot more.
He's gonna have to do a hell of a lot of moving, bro.
Yeah, exactly. He's crafty and he does a lot. But will his heavier body allow him to move like that?
I think
you
get
me
because his legs are sticks.
It's not about the size. It's not about the size of
legs. Bigger legs in general, he'd just be slower. It's not about the size of his leg.
I'm talking about as you pack on this muscle. If you're not doing like, I know this is gonna sound stupid, but like if you're not one of them yoga kind of people, like you have to be able to carry this muscle. You have to be able to move. It's a mobility thing more than it is weight. Do you understand?
I think he'll do well. He's a special fighter.
Yeah, he is.
One of a kind.
This is why I want to see it. I'm excited to see where he goes.
The way I saw him in the light heavyweight division's last couple of fights, he looked
and I know it's not a massive jump up. Sorry, I mean it's not like flipping. What is it in pounds? Like
15 pounds.
15 pounds, bro. 7.5 kg, 8 kg.
He can put it on easy. He walks around. I heard he walks around 240, 230, 250 sometimes.
Yeah,
he eats a lot.
Yeah.
And again, he was doing that powerlifting, bodybuilding thing for a bit. So
he's been doing.
He's putting on the size. It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, heavyweight division's picking up. It's moving in a good direction.
I mean, in a different circuit, obviously loosely linked to UFC, but Paige VanZant, I did mention her earlier. She
made a debut.
Yeah,
BKFC.
BKFC, bro. Burger King Football Club. She made her debut. A lot was expected of her. Valiant effort, but in the end, she lost on points. It was a unanimous decision, 49-46. 49-46? I think that's how it was. Yeah, something like that anyway. But yeah, she lost.
Yeah, I think it's 4 rounds to 1, yeah.
Yeah. And
to Britton Hart.
Yeah, sorry.
Protein.
Thank you.
Protein hard.
The weigh-ins were heated, or the face-off was quite heated. She was a little bit cocky.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You said she was expected to do a lot.
When did I say that?
Just before, she was expected to come in, because it's Paige VanZant.
No, I never said that. I said that she's getting more P. I said she left.
No, just now.
Oh, what did I say?
You said she came in and they were expecting her to do.
Did I say
just
that?
her name though.
Of course, it's just her name. But that's exactly it. They brought her name in, and when I say expected, I'm not talking about performance-wise. No, I'm not talking about because she's known to be a sick fighter. It's because she's come from the UFC. She's got the following. She's got the following. She needed to prove a point. She needed to do a Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
Chandler. Yeah. But unfortunately, she
did a Paulie Malignaggi.
She did a Paulie Malignaggi, and kind of let us down. But again, she did say humbling victory, humbling defeat. She'll be back. Her face is a little bit mashed up, but man, these women can scrap, man. It's bare knuckle. Please understand, it's bare knuckle. It's bare knuckle. So it's a completely different game to what she's used to, and it's only boxing, so she cannot do anything else. She's got all these tools. She's like a plumber with everything in her sack, but you're only allowed to use a screwdriver now. You can get the job done, but you like, you know what I mean?
It'll take you about 15 years.
It's a problem. You've got to learn how to use that screwdriver to do everything. Yeah? She's only got one tool, and she's used to having many, so she's limited. It's tough.
She'll get there.
Yeah, she'll get there, man. Hats off to her. To be honest, she's happy because she's making, like she said, about 10 times more. She said, I'm making 10 times that now. So she's making, decent money, and hats off to her, man. Because that's not a joke thing, man. Bare knuckle is not a joke. I know when it first came out.
Disgusting, bro.
I was listening to Brendan Schaub, and they were like, man, this is crazy. Is this even a good idea? It just sounds a bit mad.
It's raw, bro.
And it is raw. So it's raw. But you know what? Speaking of, I don't really watch it like that. I never watched the fight. I watch snippets. And so I'm not really big on the bare knuckle boxing, but I can see the appeal, man.
It's so entertaining.
I think we just love gore. We're just monsters. Like, we are, as humans, we love this stuff, and it's a bit problematic, man. I mean, so for me, the progression's gone from boxing. Boxing is an art. Boxing is beautiful to watch. Yeah? And then UFC is a little bit more violent, but there's also art in the violence. There is art in the violence. There is definitely a lot of thought behind each thing. Bare knuckle boxing is just straight skullduggery, man. It's just straight up savagery. But again, it is boxing essentially. So there are traps. You're creating traps. You're making, openings, but your opponent's gonna pay, man, with bloody faces. Bloody faces. Yeah. Let's see where she goes though, man. She's got some climbing back to do. I don't think she ramps. She's making her money.
It's cool.
I mean,
it's all good.
Is there a number of fights on a contract, or do we not know?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Yeah.
But yeah, before we close up, just quickly, next week we've got a big fight in the UFC welterweight division. Kamaru Usman takes on former teammate, friends gone foes.
Oh no, yeah.
Takes on Gilbert Burns. So another exciting fight coming up. We might do a little breakdown in the week. Stay tuned for that. If you do want us to,
that's gonna be a good fight, man.
So yeah, it's picking up.
Yeah.
But yeah, whilst you're here, if you enjoy the content, please subscribe, hit the like button, drop a few comments. We're getting more interactions. Let us know where you want to try, what fights you're excited about, who wins out of Kamaru and Gilbert, and also let us know if you think John Jones can be effective at heavyweight. I'm really interested about that.
Yeah, I do want to see it, and I would like to know people's opinions. One thing I want to touch on, is I was speaking to a friend of mine, innit? And I asked him, have you been watching the videos? He was like, I'm not gonna lie to you now, but let me give you some advice. Your approach when you're asking for people to subscribe, it's like you're begging it. Okay? And I got defensive immediately. I was like, what do you mean? Like, what am I meant to do? Am I meant to not remind them to subscribe? Do you get me? Like, I got very defensive because I thought, like, am I a beg friend? But I'm not. I'm not begging people to subscribe. But what I'm doing is I'm saying, you've watched it. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, like it. And if you haven't, like I said before, also like it, but let us know. Guys, it would be nice to see XYZ. Yeah? No problem. And then subscribing doesn't actually cost you anything. And if we don't request it, people won't know that that's something that we're after. Of course, we're actively after that. Do you see what I'm trying to say, though? I like to share my opinion with people. This is why we're doing this. And on top of that, it does help us. It makes me think, okay, cool. You know what? It's picking up, man. People kind of want to hear what we have to say, kind of want to see what we talk about, want to see me eat. More and forget the UFC. They want to see me eat. They want to UFC me eat. Okay? And like, it just lets us know, you know what? You're doing something and people are appreciating it. You get me? Even if you're not, just pretend you are. Okay? Yeah. So it's not a plea. It's not no Oxfam appeal. I'm just saying, we appreciate it, genuinely. When you hit that subscribe button, it's appreciated. When you share, I don't see it because I wouldn't know, but it's very much appreciated. If you understand, if you've watched it and thought, right, I want someone to see this, and you've shared, that's very kind. Like, thanks, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate that, man.
We appreciate
it. But yeah,
that.
on that note, guys, subscribe, man. I said subscribe immediately. Please, sir, can you subscribe? But yeah, I've been your boy Fat Mouse in Birmingham. And this has been, who you been?
I've been Cash with a K and not a C.
And yeah, this was episode 34. So tune in next week for 35. Because that's going to be 35 episodes of begging. Oliver Twist level. Thank you. I'm waffling. Take care. Good night.